What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the next episode of another Disney podcast. That's right. We didn't go anywhere. We're still here. I know it's been a while since we've talked to you, but that's because one of our main members, one of our the third of our triumvirate was over the pond, and now we have welcomed him back. I'm here with Rob. I'm here with Dave. What is up, fellas?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, everyone?
Dave,
I
now
don't have any. I don't
I
have
don't
any
know.
theme music.
I don't know if you listened to our last show, Dave, but if
I
you
did.
if you hadn't, I hope you enjoyed our tribute to you at the
It was-
end of the show.
It was very moving.
It took us a lot of planning. Like I don't know.
I
I
can
don't know.
tell.
I mean, it's really one word, but Rob and I were very stressed about saying the word bicycle together.
Yes. Yes.
It was moving. It needed its own theme music, kind of something like
Sacred.
this.
There you go.
Wait, this seems like I died while I was gone. That is not the right music to play. Yes, I'm finally back. I was gone for almost 3 weeks I guess I can say now in the Middle East for work. No, it was not military related in any way, shape, or form. It sounds very inconspicuous, but yeah, I work for an international broadcast company. I don't know how to say it. Like
Spy company.
yes, spy. I work in the international television business in Virginia, which sounds really weird. But yeah, so we go where our talent is, and our talent is all over the globe. So we go to Europe a lot and we go to the Middle East a lot. So this was a Middle East trip. It was great. It was just a
Nice.
long time.
Nice. Well, we're glad you're back.
Me too.
Welcome
If
back.
I didn't have a family, I'd probably move over there, but that's the whole different story. I love being internationally. It's so like America's fantastic, but that's just different, right? And I like different.
There you go.
Yeah. And I forgot to do it. And I got, Brandon's like, how'd you made it your thing and you forgot to do it.
That's
So
right,
dang.
Rob.
that's why I didn't forget this week though. So
There you go.
Nailed it.
Nailed
And
it.
the tribute was super amazing. Thank you guys.
You're
No
welcome.
one but me
We missed
knows
you.
about it. But
No, we've been picking up. We're getting a lot of, eyes
Yeah.
and listens and stuff. So but by the way, everyone, thank you so much watching us on YouTube, listening to the podcast. We're starting to get there. I'm happy. So, but there was one little issue though. While you were gone, Dave, they dropped a ton of news.
Yeah, a lot
ton
happened.
of news. So,
They dropped a whole bunch, and Dave has
yeah.
no clue. No
Yeah.
clue at all.
Rob's like, let's go live. Let's talk about this. And I'm like, well, we could do it at 4 a.m. your time or 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah. didn't gel too well. But I said, you know what? I'm dying to hear what Dave and Brandon thinks about these big D23 announcements that they did, a couple weeks ago, obviously. But the casual Disney viewer might not even know that this stuff happened. But
Or somebody who was out of the country with spotty internet. the entire
exactly,
time,
exactly. But I really want to know, and I made some notes, and I want to hear what you guys think. So, and of course,
I'm stoked. Look, I even wore my hat. Like
I
I was
love
so
the hat.
excited. I was so excited about these announcements that I wore my hat. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, I didn't go to this. I have a work friend. His wife is a cast member, and they go to the destination D23 and the
Oh.
real D23 every
Very cool.
time. So they always say, if I find a trucker hat, do you want me to get it for you? And I say yes. So it showed up on my desk. Thank you,
Yeah, I
James.
think we should start off by saying I'm gonna like get some tomatoes thrown at me for this one, but this is the fake D23. I just want to throw that out there. This is the fake one. This is not the real one.
Well, yeah, as Dave was
But
like,
there was
he
a
was
lot of
waving
stuff that
goodbye.
came out of the fake one.
No, wait, like Dave was waving goodbye. I was like, yeah, nothing's happening. Forget it. It's a fake one, and
Boom.
But I think they threw a lot of stuff out there, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
They used it as a legit platform. That is for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So wait, hold on. Brandon has an amazing shirt too. I want to see this shirt. What is
Look.
it? Epcot.
It is hold on, let me see. Ready? We're gonna do this. Ready? It's like
Cool.
it's the Food and Wine Festival. It has the Madrigal family, and it's super soft. It's like the most comfortable shirt
Oh,
ever.
nice.
I love the super soft shirt. So.
Super soft.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of steer the ship today, if that's all right. So
Steer
Dave's got a couple weeks. I steered the ship last episode. I'm gonna steer the ship again. So
That's right. That's fine. We're rudderless, Rob.
where do you guys?
so
What part
steer.
do you guys want to start? I'm gonna let Dave pick that. How's that? This one. What
Yeah,
part do you
Dave.
wanna
What's your
start?
favorite park?
What's my favorite park?
We're gonna start your favorite park.
Epcot. I mean, it's really Magic Kingdom, but Epcot. 1987 Epcot is my favorite park.
Very cool. Oh, by the way, but timeout. Timeout. We got to stop the show here. Dave, I don't know if you heard, while you were gone, they closed half the Magic Kingdom and a bear was in the Magic Kingdom.
That was hilarious.
And
now it is the most memed bear in all of history, I'm pretty sure.
That bear is the most popular, famous bear in the history of the world. I love the bear memes with him riding Tron and him in the Splash Mountain. Like, I spent all day just looking at bear memes. It was amazing.
I can't believe I almost forgot the bear. You know, I nicknamed him Chiro. I think that's a cool name. So I don't know, Chiro the bear. So
I like it. You should sell t-shirts.
Rumor has it that he was like a cast member found him in the caves.
Oh yeah, Tom Sawyer. That's what I heard. Like they were checking to open Tom Sawyer Island in the morning. Like, could you imagine coming around the corner to a bear? That's
that'd have been my last day as a cast member.
Exactly. It wasn't a big bear and it wasn't a small bear. Brandon, have you ever seen bears just in the neighborhood, by the way?
We have bears that run around our neighborhood all the time. It's always posted on the Facebook neighborhood group. They're very skinny. Like, I guess this spring there wasn't a lot of food around, a lot of berries, so they're very skinny bears. So they're like rooting in trash cans and going anywhere there may be food. There's bears running around all the time.
Big old winter coat to live in Florida.
It's crazy. But I believe that it was on the island because, like, if you go, like, people were messaging me like, what's going on at Magic Kingdom? Like I know, like, I'm the expert. I'm like, I have no clue. Then I was looking at Twitter. Then there's rumors of a bear. They didn't confirm it. And then Splash Mountain area now, Tiana's Adventure and Big Thunder and the Haunted Mansion and Pirates, it was all closed. Like it was closed up until like noon, 12:30. So they did confirm it was a bear. I looked up Florida black bear. It seems like the only bear that's in Florida. That's what it was called, the Florida black bear.
The Florida black bear.
I'm like, they wound up finding it behind the Haunted Mansion. So I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't on the island, but it was like from early in the morning, I would say 8 a.m. to like noon, they finally opened that area. I did look, they're very good swimmers. So it could be all possible that they were on the island, and the natural thing is to let it just go. You know what I mean? So they got to open a park. So they did call the Wildlife Federation or whatever. And there was footage. There was a helicopter footage.
Oh yeah, it was like breaking news down here, man. They were it was like one of those LA car chases.
Exactly.
We now see the bear behind the Haunted Mansion. We now see the bear. Oh, they've tranquilized the bear. It fell out of the tree.
Totally, yeah. So they took him away like in a sheet. It was a medium-sized bear. And then like a day later, you got to look it up. I wish I had the sound effect here. It's the funniest footage. Like the next night, like the bear came to, and they brought it to like a preserve, and they knocked it out, and the guy hits the truck. Boom, 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 boom. Run, bear, run, or go, bear, go. Like this southern accent. And then the bear he like looks up and he just like runs away. And that was the end of Chiro the bear. But I had to tell that story too. So it was very exciting. It was a very exciting day. So
it was a very exciting time.
Exciting.
All right, and that's our show.
Let's go to Epcot. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
That's all we got today.
I had to talk about it. That's all we got. So yeah. So there's a new fireworks show called Luminous, The Sympathy of Us, and it'll debut December 5th.
All right.
Breaking news I saw just yesterday, the barges do move, which is awesome. So
they do move.
Yeah, I saw there was a formation in the middle. It looks like kind of like a star or something like that. So that looks interesting. Brandon, have you heard anything about this new show?
I'm cautiously encouraged. I was at Epcot maybe a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of hardware in the lagoon. Like they have put a ton of stuff in the lagoon, and I did see the barges, and they do seem very illuminations like they can move in and out. So I imagine they'll use that bridge to put them backstage. But I'm cautiously optimistic about this show. I did read a story where they submitted like the score to this show, and it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So they were like, good try. Come back when you have something good.
Yeah, they named a composer too, and they're like, they didn't like it, so they sent him back to the keyboard or whatever to the studio.
It was probably like you are the magic or something. It was they were like, no, bring it back. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, and will it debut December 5th? Maybe not.
It might. Who knows?
It could be Epcot forever. Dave, have you heard anything about this Luminous? I think the name is funny.
I have no comment.
Well, Dave, if you heard anything, you're just going to jump in. It sounds like a good thing.
Here's my.
But I want to hear your take.
How do
on
I
it.
be
What do you think?
politically correct? Here's my concern.
Mhm.
It sounds like we built Harmonious. If you've watched this show for any time, I've always called that show Horizons because I could never remember it was called Harmonious. So throwback to like
I
the
like the name.
37 shows where I called it Horizons and not Harmonious. Now that it's gone, I know the name really well.
Of course.
So here's where I stand. We spent, I don't know, what was it, like 600 million? Maybe it was 6 million.
I think it was like a trillion. I don't know. It was
On
a lot of money. Regardless.
Harmonious, and we had to bolt them to the seafloor because how awful it was that for 20 years, well, 3 days short of 20 years, but that's a whole nother rant. We did this with Illuminations, and now we built a great show that was worthy of replacing Illuminations, and it gets egged because of the Starship. And I get it. I get it. But, why didn't we just make that floating? And now it looks like we're going right back to, we're going to put some barges in the water and we're going to launch off some shows, and then we're going to swim them back over to the bridge. So, all joking aside, I'm excited because literally nothing could be worse than Epcot Forever. But that should tell you like where we're at in the state of nighttime shows when it's like, Ralph, the music is not good enough. Let's just start over. Like how? Like really? Like I don't know how we can be a company this big, right? And that like somebody needs to be like, we need to pay somebody $70,000 a year to sit in with the recording at the London Symphony Studios or wherever they're doing this, and be like, hey, I don't think we should move any forward. This doesn't sound like it's going to be great. Versus like writing the whole thing, probably recording it, putting it together, and then being like, well, so I don't know. Like you're cautiously optimistic. I'm extremely concerned, but I'm sure it'll be great. That was a lot for not having no comment.
We'll see. No, I see. I knew. See, I was. We could stop right now. I was right. So thank you very much.
It's a cool name. The name is really cool.
It is kind of cool. I'm excited about it. So
it gets back, and it also gets back to like the theme of Illuminations, and the song that played after you were leaving was like, "We are all one. We are one humanity. We are." And so this one, hopefully, by the name the Symphony of Us, gets back to like that theme.
Yeah,
Harmonious was cool.
Have you heard anything else what it's going to be about, or
nope?
I don't know if they released anything.
I don't know, but if you guys haven't heard, they're having to redo the music.
Rob, I think it's going to be about us. It's going to be about us.
Is. That's awesome.
But I'm cautiously optimistic, just simply from the amount of stuff that's in the lagoon.
Yeah, which is nobody's throwing eggs at that. Okay, let's move on. I'm just going to gripe about.
See, I kind of just did a quick Google search, and it seems like they're going to do that spray laser effect. Looks like there's a heart, like with the spaceship Earth in the background. So
so it's like Rivers of Light-esque.
Kind of, and the World of Color in Disneyland, kind of. So, or
we'll see.
California Adventure, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. When it gets closer, I'm sure we'll talk about it. So,
all right, next.
Yeah. So, Journey of Moana, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. Worst name ever, but I just will take Journey of Water. What is the release date on that? I think it's any day now, or is it maybe yesterday, like this week it opened? I think, Brandon, officially. I think
maybe next. No, because I think there's at least one more week of cast or annual pass holder previews the first week of October. So, as we mentioned in our previous show, I attended the cast member preview of Way of Water or whatever it's called.
Interesting.
I want to be politically correct about how I say
like Dave.
Yeah, I want to take a Dave approach to this. Don't come to Florida specifically to go to this attraction.
Too late. Book my trip.
No, No, in all seriousness, it is a very cute area. It's a very interactive area. It very much reminds me of Pandora in the decoration. I think this thing would have been suited way better in Animal Kingdom than in Epcot. It's all about, Animal Kingdom's all about like conservation and like nature, and like this fits in that because it's the journey of water. It's very cute. You like walk in, there's a big sign that you can take pictures in front of. Like there was a huge line to take pictures there, and then you kind of walk in and there's little
The sign.
fountains.
There's a line to take a picture in front of the sign.
There's a line to take a picture in front of the sign. You walk in, there's these little fountains, very Seven Dwarfs Mine Train-esque. If you've ever been in the queue of that, you run your hand underneath of it, plays musical notes. So that's kind of the start of the journey of water.
Wow.
If-
I mean, that sounds really cool for the start. You've sold it really well, I must say.
And then you move through it, and there's fountains that jump up and things like that. It very much reminds me of a queue to a ride. Like it reminds me, like it looks like you're standing in line for an attraction.
Hmm.
And so,
Like, where's the roller coaster at the end?
exactly, like what are we leading to? And I thought it was going to be so much more. Like we took our time, and it took 15 minutes to go
Wow.
through. Now, could you spend all day in there looking at every last little detail in the rocks? Yes. Could you stand and play in each water feature for 5 minutes? Yes. I guess if you did that, you could maybe spend a couple hours in there.
Wow.
But it's going to be interesting because there's a lot of interactive features that kids are very drawn to, and it'll be interesting to see when there's no rules. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can just go in there. How it's going to be? There's a splash pad for the little kids, which McKenna loved. There's fountains that they can.
Did she
stick their
get
hands in.
soaked? I guess
Oh,
she
yeah.
get wet.
Oh yeah, she definitely. I'll
Okay.
send you guys some videos. She definitely got soaked, and she played in the fountains, and
Well,
it's very cool. It's very interactive. It's just going to be very crowded when they open it to general public.
Yeah.
well, I hope they limit who could be in there, like a capacity. But
Yeah, and then
How are
I
the
thought it was
trails, the trail width? I don't want to say pathways or how are the
yeah, they're pretty wide. You could walk two or
Okay.
three or four people across, and then there's also like it splits, so you can go if you don't want to get wet, you can go to the dry trail, and so it
Oh,
takes
okay.
you away from the water features. But they have, if you've ever been up by the Imagination Pavilion, they have the water things that jump, and these though like hit the rocks and splash everywhere so that you get wet.
Oh, fun.
So it's fun. Like on a hot day, it'll be fun to cool off a little bit, but
Nice.
it could get very crowded. It's a cute area. I wouldn't make a trip for it though.
okay.
All right.
One of the announcements was Moana meet and greet. It's going to be right next to Journey of Water, so
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
be good. Yep,
Makes
that's kind of
sense.
cool. That's one of
Totally.
the announcements.
Totally makes sense. But yeah, it would serve better in Animal Kingdom for sure.
I think so. Too.
Interesting, because it's not really an animal movie.
No, and I think the area, like the attraction itself, lends it more to Animal Kingdom, not so much the movie. Like the feel of it is very Animal Kingdom-esque.
Wow.
That's the best way I can describe it. When you walk through it, you're like, this should be an Animal Kingdom. Like you just have that feeling.
Dang.
Yeah, I haven't really heard any negative things about it, but like people weren't like raving about it, but I've heard good things so far. So
Yeah.
I did think it was hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw this. Like they did this. Hey, if you're an annual pass holder, all you have to have is a reservation to Epcot. You can just come on, show up, and we'll let you in. Well, the demand obviously was so ridiculous that they were like, crap, we have to do a virtual queue. So then
Yeah.
apparently the virtual queue was all the way over by the land pavilion, and there was a 20-minute line to scan the barcode to get in the virtual queue
Oh my.
because it wasn't incorporated into the app because they obviously weren't expecting it to be
Yep.
that busy. So the first day of annual pass holder previews was crazy. But it seems to have calmed down since then. But I was like, that's so Disney. Like, how did they not anticipate that everyone would want to go to this? Like, that should have been a virtual queue from the beginning.
Yeah. Developing a new version of Test
Mhm.
Track. I was shocked at that, I'll be honest. So New version will be inspired by World of Motion. Bring that spirit of optimism. So they're going old school. I love World of Motion. So I don't know. What do you guys think about a new test track?
You mean the third version?
The third 3.0, yes.
I mean, I get it because, there's not many things technology-wise that changes faster than vehicles, right? Every car has a new model every year, but man, it just seems like, is this the show that needs? Is this the attraction that needs three? Save the coin? Okay, let's ask a different question. Anybody dissatisfied with the current version of Test Track?
I liked World of Motion, and I think I like the original version better, but it's okay.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. So Rob doesn't. I'm fine with the way it is.
I'm like 50.
So my question is, how much money is that gonna take, and what could we build new instead? How about something new and different versus putting a new layer of skin on? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's super. It's super. I can't even think of the word. Popular. Like that ride, that attraction always has a line. It always has a wait.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish that they could do was the outside part is great, but it's not like you have a view when you go outside. I wish they could cover that in some way. Like if we're really going to reimagine this, let's cover that some way so that it can operate in the weather, right? Because it's a great attraction, but if there's weather and there's thunderstorms, it shuts down, and that takes one of the main attractions at Epcot away, right?
Yeah.
So if we're going to do a cool rebranding of this, let's find a way to cover the track or make that part indoor. It would make it seem like 64.9 miles per hour was significantly faster if it was in a dark tunnel with lights going by you. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
That would seem,
I didn't even think of that. That's awesome.
That would make it seem like you were going 100, which would be cooler to me, and it could operate all the time. So I'm again cautiously. I think we're going to call the show cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic about the redo, but I think it's still going to have the same old problems in that it can't operate all the time.
Yeah, it's just a slow. It's not a people eater. It's just how many 6 people at a time. Every 20 seconds or so, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So, well, at the end of the show, Figment came out. We've talked about Figment, the new Figment. We were wondering what he's going to look like. To me, he looks like Godzilla. He looks like a mini Godzilla, but he's not like that big blow up one. He's not that big puffy one with the guy in it. He looks like a mini Godzilla. So Figment meet and greets tomorrow. You're gonna start tomorrow. So had the meet and greet. It was a 5-hour wait to meet Figment the next day.
5 hours.
5 hours. Because I watched the vlogger do it. I think maybe it might have been
people love Figment. I'm looking at his popcorn bucket right there, which I think is still worth about $480 million on eBay.
There he is.
It was there because this is a legitimate question. Was there an over under in Vegas of how long it took until he ate it? Because it happened pretty quick.
Well,
I don't know if you all saw the
first week,
footage, but it was
fell
pretty fun.
twice. He fell twice
Oh, boy.
actually. So, and that's the same exact spot that I think Wreck-It Ralph fell to, which is bizarre. So,
and
you
it's
would think
also
they would've
weird
learned
that he's
from
coming
so.
out of that internet tunnel. I don't know why they branded that way. It literally works for just 2 characters in all of Disneydom. But we have this custom entrance and exit tunnel through the internet for Figment, at Figment's attraction.
Yeah.
Oh, this was maybe that's the guy that wrote the music for Luminous.
Yes. The composer also designed the portal entrance for Figment.
Hey, let's do Figment there. It's his attraction. Perfect. Oh man, we kid because we love. Yeah, I'd love me some Figment. I don't know. I wish that. How about we reskin that ride, that attraction instead of Test Track?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I agree. Let's reskin it back to what it used to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the original. I have a YouTube channel, shameless plug, and that's like one of the most requested videos. That original Journey into Imagination with Dreamfinder and Figment. So.
I know we've talked about this before, or maybe we haven't actually talked about it on the show, but when you had Dreamfinder and Figment that used to roam around the park, one of the early ones that did it was Joe Rody.
Yeah,
Did y'all know that?
definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And he's in the video too. Like there's a video in the after part, and Joe Rody's in that video actually.
Oh
which
my
is kind
gosh.
of cool. So that footage exists too. So he did that. So
For those of you
All
who
right.
don't know who Joe Rody is, he worked at Disney.
Yeah, he like developed the entire Animal Kingdom. He's got
Nailed
those
it.
funky earrings that like look like 5 times bigger. They look like lifesavers, those big ass lifesavers. So
Blame him for the Disco Yeti.
too funny.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay.
By the way, I did see that speaking of Disco Yeti, a little off topic. I see that Rise of the Resistance that what's his name does not move anymore, which is bizarre. They have A mode, B mode, and now he just stands
okay.
there.
Gotcha. I was like, he was like, speaking of Yeti, Rise of the Resistance. I was like, how is this tied together?
They're saying Kylo Ren is the new Disco Yeti because they had A mode, B mode. They would like block him with a video screen. Have you heard this, Brandon? Now he just stands there like
he's
the
in
Disco
F
Yeti.
mode now. He's in F mode now.
It's crazy. So I wonder if this happens at Disneyland too, because I never see anything happen at Disneyland, but I always see stuff here. I don't know. The new Disco Yeti 2023 is Kylo Ren. So we got to dig into that. All right, Brandon's gonna pick the next park, then I'm gonna pick the third park.
All right, I'm gonna go to
It's like Jeopardy.
I'm gonna go to Magic Kingdom. I liked a lot of the updates for
Ooh.
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom's. I was gonna save that for last, but we could do Magic.
Well, that's
Kingdom, no
fine.
problem.
Let's go to let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Let's do Animal Kingdom.
I'm all about
Well,
kingdoms.
first off, there's nothing for Hollywood Studios. There's one little thing. Let's just get this one out of the way if you don't mind. New Star Tours ride with Ahsoka is coming in the spring. It's going to be Hollywood Studios, Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris. You know how they have the new scenes from the new movies? They're going to have Ahsoka there. So it's kind of cool. So we'll get rid of that. There we go. Hollywood Studios is done. There's nothing really else there. I was, kind of sad. Oh, but we mentioned this before the show. Hollywood Studios gonna have a moment of silence, guys. Go ahead, Brandon, if you want to talk about the moment of silence.
Oh, hold
That's
on,
right.
hold on. Brandon,
Play that music.
I'm gonna
take it
this
away.
It was an idea. It was a dream. And now it's gone. By the time you hear this, the Galactic Star Cruiser will have sailed its final voyage.
You have 10 seconds of music left.
Rest in peace, Star Cruiser.
We hardly knew ye.
That might have been the best segment we've ever done.
That was awesome, Brandon. We gave it to the right person.
And that's our show.
No, I be honest with you, I love seeing on Twitter like one last time. Like these people are like they've done it before. Like this is like the third or fourth time they're going like one last time. Like they're going like I don't know, like they're riding an attraction. Like
Yeah, somebody
must be
needs to
nice
make
that
that
way.
video with that set to the music from One Last Time from Hamilton.
be awesome.
But yeah,
Okay,
so
let's go.
Star
Man, we gotta
Cruiser
quit.
is
We
gone.
gotta move.
We got
Let's
to
move.
expedite this. So
Over
Animal
to
Kingdom, Dinoland is going maybe. That should have been the name of the show. Maybe question mark. They want to maybe reimagine Dinoland to like kind of like a South American tropical American feel. And Encanto and Indiana Jones is going to be placed in these areas. I guess Encanto is going to be where that now defunct roller coaster was, and Indiana Jones is supposedly the same layout as Dinosaur, so they're going to replace it with Indiana Jones. So maybe.
Yeah, this is a
tricking
no
you,
story.
Fergus.
Next.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they're actually going to pull the trigger, or just is just smoke and mirrors again?
What does Indiana Jones have anything to do with Animal Kingdom?
I don't know.
What is Encanto? I mean, I know there were animals involved, but like the theme of that movie wasn't animal-y.
Yeah. I don't think either one of those has any place in Animal Kingdom. And I feel like they just said that because they need to appease people. Like we need to put everybody thinks it's Zootopia, so let's really build Zootopia, but we don't want to tip our hat. We don't want to tip our hand to the fact that it's really going to be Zootopia, but we're not going to commit to Zootopia. So we're going to make up this tropical Americas. Like what? Like Encanto's not even in Americas. So yeah, I think this is just a placeholder for the real project.
Well, what's the real project?
I feel like it's really going to be Zootopia.
Yeah, but I mean, not to be
We'll
a
get
hood
to that,
ornament, but Zootopia is legitimately coming to the Tree of Life.
Spoiler alert.
Well,
Like,
a show.
sorry, I hate to jump
A
ahead, but,
Zootopia show is coming to the Tree of Life, right?
right? But then the Tree of Life is not super duper close to Dino Land, is it?
Well, it could be the new Star Wars at Disney World, like a takeover. Zootopia's taking over Animal Kingdom, like Star Wars took over.
Hey, they should just build it like Hollywood Studios and have a fragmented park with 6 dead ends. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Dinosaur, I love it, but I picked Dinosaur over Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is not the best ride in the world, but I loved it when I went. I haven't rode it in a long time, but I love that. I love that idea of Indiana Jones.
I mean, maybe there's a lot in, because obviously, I feel like the scope of this is hard to talk about because Brandon hasn't been there, but the scope of the interior ride building and how they open that up and how you can see it, it makes it look mammoth in there. And then I'm assuming that the building is identical because everybody says it's the same track layout, but is the building the same? Because if they're going to put anything like, all right, I'm rambling. The best part about the Indiana Jones ride is the section where it opens up and you see the and it just looks like you're in this giant place.
Yeah,
right.
It does look huge.
And like the dinosaur ride doesn't feel like that at all.
Yeah, I saw a tweet. And it's not really the same layout. Spoiler alert. So I think it's going to be a smaller version of Indiana Jones if they do pull it out. But I don't know. But by the way, the Zootopia land looks incredible in Hong Kong or wherever the hell it is, Shanghai,
totally
whatever. What?
Totally worth it. I wish my international travels for work would take me near there.
Exactly. Little detour. But yeah, the spoiler alert. The other Disco Yeti is Hopper in the Tree of Life. He's there. He's not there. Some show he disappears. Some show he's not there. Like you hear Hopper, but the figure does not pop up. So Hopper's like one of my favorite animatronics, but he is just he is really weathered. They're not doing anything because obviously they're going to change the show. So I saw a tweet today. Hey, what happened to Hopper? And they're like, oh, I was there. I saw him. He wasn't there. Like I was there. He was there in the morning. And then he wasn't there in the afternoon. I saw it twice. So it's bizarre. So I love Bugs Life. My kids hate it. So they're happy it's going.
Oh, I love that.
So they're going to put a Zootopia show in the Tree of Life. So like you said, a spoiler. I love it too. So I don't know. I guess like these changes, like they, of course, I always say, don't mess with our childhood. Don't mess with our memories. That's always what I say. But you know what? Like my kids hate that. We didn't even do it last time. And I'm really pissed that we didn't do it.
I mean, I'm okay with the changes, but like, and I get that like you only have 4 gates. So you have to figure out where to add whatever you're going to be adding and building. But I don't know. I struggle with like the placement. Like, I mean, I haven't seen the Moana walkthrough. And so, but like, I know Brandon really well. I trust him.
Yeah.
But it's like when I hear that, I'm like, that's weird that you would think Animal Kingdom. But like, you know what's weird? Indiana Jones and Animal Kingdom. Like that doesn't even like, I mean, when you think, all right, I'll go last. You guys each have 5 seconds. Brandon, I'll go to you first. Pick any Indiana Jones movie, an animal that you think of that's iconic in the movie. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
The only animal I can think of is the monkey.
The monkey. That's all I can think of.
That
You don't even have
eats
to
the
bother
dates.
going to be. That's it.
Rob, go.
The monkey who
5,
died from the date.
4.
That's it. Monkey.
Rob,
That's
your time's running out. 5,
monkey. I said it.
4. Okay, to me, it's either snakes or elephant. The
It's
big when they
true.
ride the elephant, like
That's
I love
true.
that scene.
The
And then of
snakes.
course, why does it have to be snakes? Like
That's true.
Yeah.
they have both of those in Animal Kingdom, so I guess they get tied in that way. But
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to make an Indiana Jones attraction and you're really going to spend all the money to do it, like tear down the Indiana Jones stage show, build a big show building over there,
Yeah,
and put the
that is
Indiana
a
Jones right
huge
there.
plot of land.
Sure is.
I don't know. All right, is that everything that's Animal Kingdom? And,
That is
and
it.
can we just stop with the? I'm going full screen. This is my rant.
Here he goes, rant time.
Here he
Can
goes.
we stop with the maybes? Like this is
Yeah,
okay because
exactly.
we talked about Encanto before, and we talked about Zootopia before, and before they talked about Encanto maybe being behind like Big Thunder Mountain. What? And now it's like in a whole different park. I'm so confused as to where and why. And to me, I'm like, just don't even bring it up until you have something legitimate to announce. Like, I mean, I get that they just want people talking about it, but this is just the second time that like this. Maybe we're thinking about it. I don't know. Like, as a Disney fan, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
But that's the end of my rant.
Yeah, I don't even have it in my notes, but I totally forgot. I don't know why it's not in there. We're moving on to the Magic Kingdom. Another blue sky, maybe. I know this pissed you off last time, and like, oh, we're still talking about that land behind the fantasy land there behind Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. You know, maybe blue sky idea. You know, it's going to be bigger. This is their big tagline. This is what we got. It's going to be bigger than New Fantasyland. That's what we got.
It's going to be the biggest investment in a new land
Yes.
in Walt Disney World history.
So they're definitely putting something there.
Well, maybe.
Oh my god.
Josh DeMario made it sound like they are putting something there. What it is,
We don't know.
don't know.
Very
When it's
bizarre.
going to happen,
I don't think they do either.
don't know. But again, this is like we have to throw some nuggets to our Disney fandom to make
whatever.
them feel like because they spent $1,000 to come to this thing, like we
Your
have to
fake
give
Destination Disney.
we have to give them something to go away with excited about. You know what I mean? Like
Fake deeds. What do you
I would be more appreciative if they just came out and they're like, "We got nothing. Thanks for coming." Like,
Yeah.
like I would rather you just be truthful with
That's
me
like,
than
we'd love
say,
to build something back there. Right now, we're working on it, but I don't know what it's going to be.
I don't know
might
what it's
not
going to be.
nothing.
It's going to be something, and it's not going to be until 2047.
Yeah.
Universal will have 14 gates by then,
Yes.
and we'll be just getting around to what we're going to do behind Big Thunder. Mountain.
Nintendo Land will have been expanded 4 times to include all of your favorite Nintendo characters, and we're still thinking about what we can put behind Big Thunder
And
Mountain.
going back to Journey of Water again, like the time it's going to take Universal to build an entire new theme park, it took for a 15-minute walk through at Epcot.
Oh my gosh!
People.
Hey, I have a question for you. Are there still walls up at Epcot?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. There's still walls around the Journey of Water attraction.
There you go. It's great.
Dave, I don't think it's going to be done. I don't know till summer. I think. Like I don't. It's like I think we joked about it maybe last show or the show before. Like our landscapers could do better than this. Like I don't understand. Like what are they putting a statue in there? They're selling the statue merch. By the way, there's a Walt statue. He looks like he's sitting on a toilet. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I
and then they have
agree.
a Christmas ornament, and it looked like they were like joking. It like didn't even look like Walt the Christmas
My
ornament.
favorite thing that's out right now is that Mickey candle that maybe says Happy Halloween or something like that. That one looks
I
really
haven't seen
cool.
That's cool.
Maybe it was only at Disneyland. I watched a vlog that had guy went shopping in World of Disney at Downtown Disney. It was cool.
Okay,
It's like a fake light up candle.
I didn't see it. That's cool. I gotta check it out.
I didn't mean to dethrone the conversation.
That's cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, so maybe you're just dethroning something that's a maybe. So no problem,
Yeah.
Dave. No problem.
all right.
So it's just a
Right.
maybe.
What Rob, what's coming to Magic Kingdom that's not a maybe? What is like
So again, look, Country Bear Jamboree. I was a kid. My YouTube was the records. My YouTube was setting up little teddy bears and doing fake shows when I was a little kid. That was my YouTube when I was a kid. So I didn't have a phone, none of that stuff. So you're messing with my memories with Country Bear Jamboree. But I know the words by heart, which is scary. But they're gonna redo a new act. They're reinterpreting favorite Disney songs in different genres of country music in 2024. They're going to do this at some point. So they're going to get an update, new songs and stuff. So I don't know. That's what they said. The bear that broke into the park, he was auditioning for the new show. We don't know, but they're going to reimagine Country Bear Jamboree. And again, I love Country Bear Jamboree. My kids don't love it. So I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you
lie.
can't touch that. That is a one of the Palms in the Palm household loves that.
They're
attraction.
going to touch it. So, it's funny though. They
Not
have a
this
Christmas
one.
show. They do mix it up a little bit. They've changed it up a little bit over the years. But what do you guys think? That reimagining Country Bear Jamboree.
If they take away the there was blood, if they take away that, I'm never going again.
We're
That's
gonna
the
do like a
best part.
disco version of it.
Blood
on
the
loose.
ground.
The only problem I had with Country Bear Jamboree, I'm mixed feelings about it because I love the old one. The thing I don't love is the animatronics are so loud that half the time you can't hear the music. Like, that's the
It
only.
was like I forgot about that.
You just hear like the things on the wall are like they're like
It's
singing.
literally like Chuck E. Cheese.
It sounds like this. It's like and the
Try sitting in the front row. You could definitely hear it. It's funny.
And can we talk about that? Like when the girls come out of the thing, like isn't that like? Are we at a brothel? Like I'm confused. It's a little inappropriate.
Every time they turn me on, they turn me
Yes, thank
loose.
you.
That's the word.
Oh
so.
Lord.
So even though we didn't mean to, I think we just made the case for updating the Country Bears Jamboree.
Sorry to steal your childhood, Rob, but that's got to go. It's
That's all right.
offensive.
That's all right.
If you're into, bear brothels.
Well, it brought a real life one, so I'm just saying. There's a target market.
Over in that area too, there's word of a new Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, however you want to say it. It's like a tavern coming. So I don't know.
Is that happening, or is that another?
No, this was like it's happening.
That's
Like
a
this
yes.
this sound pretty good, and I'm pretty stoked about this.
Is
Like
this Tortugas or not? Not Tortugas.
maybe they'll
I'll be honest with
maybe
you.
they'll put it where Tortugas is.
I've never heard of Tortuga. I've never heard of that place. I've walked by it a million
It's
times.
never open.
It's
Yeah, it is.
never
not real.
saw it.
It's
so-
usually like a sit in the shade kind of place. So
yeah.
hopefully that's where it's going to be. But this is one of
They
the
didn't say where it's going to be. so-
this is one of the places that
It's going to be at Animal Kingdom.
yeah. This is one of the announcements that I was actually super excited about because obviously if we're moving towards this, like it's never a good thing because people are irresponsible at Disney. But if we're moving towards like actually having alcoholic beverages in Magic Kingdom, which we do at sit down restaurants anyway, like this only makes sense to have a tavern
I love
area
you were gonna do
Yeah.
that.
that you could like I still don't think it's going to lead to like you can walk around Magic Kingdom with beer. Like I don't think that's going to
No.
happen.
No.
But I think this is a cool
No.
thing that could be very awesomely themed. If you listen to our show back when we did Reimagineer It, and I rethemed like one of the all-star hotels to a Pirates of the Caribbean theme, like the restaurant or one of the bars was like this cool pirate tavern. So like that is what I thought of when I heard this. So this is super exciting to me. It could be a really cool atmosphere. It could provide much needed libations for parents in Magic Kingdom,
Yes.
and it's another revenue stream obviously for Disney. So I'm excited
mean,
about this.
Who doesn't want to have a rum with Jack?
Yeah. Well, that's
And
what the Barker Bird's going to be there. They're bringing back the Barker Bird, which I missed, which I thought was really cool. I don't know. I imagine that they're going to have like the what's it called? The redhead replacement, whatever they call her, the auctioneer girl, whatever. And,
Yep.
and Jack Sparrow's going to walk around and stuff. And I don't know. They didn't say where it was. Dave, Brandon, you've never been to Disney, right? Land. I'm sorry.
No.
You've never been over there?
No.
Dave, did you ever eat at the restaurant in the Pirates of the Caribbean? The Blue
No, I
Bayou?
never did. But you can always
I've
see
eaten
it,
there,
though.
and
That's
it's
what's cool.
badass. Yeah, it's really cool. I love that. I love that the ride comes around and you can
It's a
see
great
the
environment.
car. You can see the car. You can see the boat come around, which is awesome. Then the restaurant's right there around the ride. It's kind of like the Mexican, the restaurant in Mexico in Epcot, and I love that. So like my vision's like put the tavern right like in Disneyland, like they have Blue Bayou, but that's never happening. So
Yeah,
that would be a dream.
room over there to do that for that.
Yeah,
but,
no way. There's not, but
it'd be
that
cool.
would be really cool. But
It'd be
and like I saw a lot of YouTubers going around like, where are they going to put it? Like, and then like, come on, like if they don't put it at the Tortuga Tavern, which I've never even heard of, like, what is that? I never even like
Yeah.
you're right because it was never open. So that's what it's going to do. So that's cool. Believe it or not, the Hatbox Ghost, he's coming. He's coming
Okay.
for no, he's not coming for Halloween. He's coming
even
for
get me started.
November, like
Don't-
first week of November or something.
Don't get me
So-
started again. Universal's going to build a park before we can put a ghost in a haunted mansion.
Exactly. I think he's there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but
So let's call it what it is.
it
It is an early Christmas present for Haunted Mansion,
exactly.
where they could have released it during the I'm just gonna-
Halloween party.
Anytime, months ago, a year ago at this point. But like you see, his existing character in Disneyland, it's going to be during that long that hallway.
It's where
But,
the throne chair used to be, right? Like right after
Yes.
the hallway with the floating
Exactly. Yep, that's
candelabra.
exactly where he's going to be. I think the curtain's there already. They're working on it, which is bizarre. I've never heard of that before. Like you work on something while the ride's on. It's just weird.
It's
But-
too early in the ride for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly. Well, the problem is in Disneyland, he's in the attic, and everyone likes
Yes.
it there. It's very cool.
Perfect.
But
As you exit the house, he's right there. It's
I have a
perfect.
feeling that the attic in Disney World is quick. You kind of like
Yeah.
turn the corner and you're like out of the attic already. So maybe they didn't feel it did it justice. So they explained what the deal is. He's not a happy haunt. That's the problem. So he kind of complains, and then the next
he's
scene
me.
is what?
He's
So
like
he's me.
Dave. If Dave was the hat
Exactly. He's
box.
like Dave. He's like complaining and stuff, and and then the next scene is Madame Leota like fixing his complaints. That was like the explanation. I don't know. It's just
All right.
weird.
That's very deep. They got philosophical on us.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a happy haunt, so
Let me
Yeah,
take you
Madame
into the
Leota.
psyche of the Hatbox Ghost.
That's funny. So there's a couple cruise ideas too. The Disney Adventure's coming. There's a new private island they're buying. Like, hey, let's just buy another island because we filled up the other one. Let's just buy another island. So why not? And then Disneyland had a new Avengers e-ticket ride coming. I smell it smells like
Teen
smells
Spirit.
like Star Tours, but it's just with
Teen Spirit.
Avengers. What were you saying?
He said it
Smells
smells
like
like
Teen
Teen Spirit.
It smells
Sorry,
like
I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s.
So yeah, Brandon, I want to ask a question too. Like I've seen other D23s at the Contemporary. That's where they had the fake D23, as Dave called it. But I would have swore that like it's an event and like the thing I went to in Philly, like the expo. Like I thought like they have the panels and then they have like an expo and stuff, but I didn't see any footage of an expo. So
No,
they just
there-
had
really,
panels. Is that what it was?
It's a panel and a gift shop. That's really all it is. And then
Wow. Missed opportunity.
all of the restaurants there all were overcrowded. Like people tried to mobile order. Like there was
Yeah.
like if you're at the Contemporary, there's nowhere you can run out and get food. You know what I
Nope.
mean? Like you can't run to McDonald's. And so yeah, apparently this year it was just a cluster. It was just super cluster. But no, there was no like expo. Like the 100 is here, right? Like they opened that at they started celebrating that at Epcot. It would have been a great. I mean, there's
Oh, yeah.
500 ballrooms at the Contemporary. It would have been a great time to maybe display some merchandise, kind of like
Yeah.
the thing that you went to, right? Like maybe they could have
Yeah.
timed it like they moved
Yeah.
some of the memorabilia here for Destination 23 before it went to its next stop. Like
Makes
it's
no
just a
sense, yeah.
a missed opportunity. It seemed to me like everybody went to panels and then sat around and then ate and then went back to panels. It
Yeah,
doesn't
waited for more panels.
it doesn't seem like there was anything else to draw you there. And that, like
Bummer.
I could live stream it for free. Like I don't need to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
That's a
felt
good
the
point.
same way. I saw like it just seemed like the other they had like the voiceover actors and they always have, and the other panels were all the same stuff we've seen before. So, and then Brandon brought up a good point. They brought on a side topic. They brought the Disney 100 celebration over to Epcot, and they had like a 100 logo. And then what did they do? They added Mickey Mouse to it. That was like, okay, that's all you're gonna do for the.
And
What
isn't
else?
there a new show on the Spaceship Earth? I think I saw something. There's
I
a
think so, yeah.
Disney
And then there was
100.
like merch, of course, the new merch, and then like I was saying with the Disney, the Walt, the statues and stuff that was part of it. And then there was like a new popcorn bucket. It was like a purple Mickey Mouse ears bucket or something. I don't know. Did you see that?
I
No, I
did
didn't.
not see
Yeah,
it. No.
It's very. It's like this. It's huge. It's like half my upper body. It seemed like really big, but that was another thing they brought over, and that was really it. Like seriously, that's all they're gonna do for Disney 100 in Disney World. So we talked
Yeah.
about this in earlier shows. Like it's gonna come and everything, but the anniversary is like October. In October is the
Yeah.
100. But back up a second. They did a Disney 100 celebration. Walt would have been 100 years old. That's the celebration they did.
Yeah,
That was
a while
really
ago.
silly. And then now it's the 100 years of the
Of
Disney
Disney. Yeah.
company. So like the
Mhm.
day they launched the company. So
Yeah, so it looks like there is a Spaceship Earth show. It says it's currently playing at least twice per night.
oh, cool.
The show features the song When You Wish Upon a Star and introduces new lighting effects that include a playful shooting star that zips around the perimeter of the entrance plaza.
Oh, fun.
So that might be cool to see.
Love it.
But that's all I got.
Oh, by the way, there is a new special. I talked about this on one of my other podcasts. And it's gonna bother me on the Disney's actual 100th birthday. It's gonna be on ABC. It's a 9-minute short. It's like an animated live action kind of short celebrating the Disney's 100th birthday. I apologize, I forget what the name it is right now, but
cool. That's cool.
and it's going to be opening for that movie Wish. It's going to be the short movie for that movie as well. So and it's going to be on Disney Plus. But it looks awesome. There's a list of characters, classic characters, new and old in the movie. I wish I
Once
remembered
Upon
it.
a Studio.
That's it. Yeah, and it looks
Oh,
really cool.
fun.
And like they keep talking about it, and it's huge. Like and I've heard it's really good. Like they keep like promoting, talking about it, and showing it off and everything. So,
Wow.
but yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else they're really doing for Disney's 100th birthday besides Disneyland was doing a whole bunch of stuff, but we're not getting into that today. So that's another show, maybe.
Yeah.
But and Epcot, I think it was just Epcot, right? Is that what it was?
Yep. That's the
So,
only place there's
yeah.
really
I
acknowledging. It's like the 50th anniversary. It's like,
Yeah. did see
Yeah.
they're keeping the statues, the gold statues, but
Yeah,
they
they
were
ch-
like
they took off the 50th emblem and put something else on
they're
it.
chiseling over the 50th emblem, which
It's
is
like they
funny.
put a sticky note over it, and it was just like Disney 100.
Yeah. Can you still do the interaction with your bands or whatever?
Yeah, I think you can still wave at them. They still do what they're supposed to. It just has a different emblem on it.
Interesting.
Very good. Dave, when are you going back? When are you going back to Disney? Do you know? Do you have a
don't
date
know.
maybe?
No.
Something on the rock. I don't know either, so I don't know. I can't wait to see Brandon actually. I want to
Let me know when you all are here.
Yes. And hopefully I can sneak down.
Do you have a trip potentially planned, Rob? No.
I got nothing.
At some point, we got to do it all together. I mean, that only
Yeah,
makes
that'd be
sense,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe
Even
Disney's 100th.
Matthew did text me a while ago. There's is it a new airline that's coming here or just
Oh, Spirit.
yes?
And it's like
Spirit.
he's
Stay
like, I could
away.
fly down in the morning and go.
Stay away.
Yeah. No, well, no, they have a 6 a.m. flight to Orlando and then like a flight that returns at like midnight. And he was like, dude, are you interested in doing like a 1 day at Disney? And I was like, dude, that sounds kind of fun. Like, I don't know when we'll ever.
As long as your Spirit flight doesn't get canceled, because there might
Yeah.
not be another one for 4 days.
That's right.
Yeah. That would be an awesome show though. I want to hear what you do in that time. So
Yeah, that would be fun. So hey, it's a ADP expense.
Boom.
Put it in the
Nice.
expense account.
Well, didn't the speaking of transportation, didn't they open the Brightline trains or something this week?
Oh yeah, that started this
Yeah,
week
Orlando to
from
Miami.
Orlando to Miami. So yeah,
What's the closest stop to Disney
it's at
World?
the airport.
The airport?
Yeah, I think eventually they're supposed to expand it to like the Orange County Convention Center because it's going to come from the airport and go over to Tampa. So I think it stops at the convention center too, and that's like your Disney Universal stop. And then it's going to go to Tampa. But yeah, that opened 120 miles an hour or something like that. Takes
Nice.
2.5, 3 hours to get down to Miami. But it's nice if you don't want to drive. Good for cruises.
Yeah.
But still super. It's like $75 a person, and you have to
Wow.
pay for bags, so it's not cheap. But if you don't
Not
want
the
to
same
drive,
as gas in 2023 though. So.
that's true. That's true.
Interesting.
I think that's all I got, boys.
That's all I
right.
got.
That's good.
This is great.
We did it. We did it. We welcomed
Victory
Dave
is
back
ours.
with a flourish.
Loving arms.
If we just pissed Dave off, that was awesome.
It was great. I love.
Bicycle. We're out of here. I'm sorry. That's,
You know it's gonna be.
Just kidding.
You know it's gonna be a good show when Dave says, "I don't have anything to say." you know.
I got nothing.
You know, you just have to be like, Dave, tell me what you think about Moana. And then you can
That's
just
it.
put in full screen for 15 minutes.
I was like, I've not been paying attention to Disney. I've been out of the country. I've been in a whole nother world. I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything to say. All right, let's talk about
Too funny.
That was
a fun
great.
show, though.
Good
Thanks,
stuff,
Rob.
kids.
Thanks for
Rob.
leading us on our fake D23 journey.
No problem. It saved you a lot of money.
That's right.
That's right.
I gave you the good stuff. So I got some shameless plugs too. I have
Plug away.
I have two other podcasts now too. If that's all right, if I
You're
mention.
just so popular.
Well, I have my YouTube shows. Dave taught me how to do podcasting, so thank you so much, Dave.
Of course.
So I kind of converted over my Pub Talk show and my Rob Fuzz Hangout, so you could follow me over on those podcasts. Of course, my YouTube channel, Rob Fuzz, ROBFUZ. Check it out. But I all 83 episodes of Pub Talk, 5 years worth of Pub Talk, are now on the podcast. I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
So any show moving forward will be on the podcast as well. And the Rob Fuzz Hangout, I'm gonna roll that out slow. It's a lot of fun. That's about 50 shows, and I'll just whatever I do, I'm gonna add to the podcast too. So check it out. Rob Fuzz Hangout and Pub Talk. Just maybe Rob Fuzz Pub Talk, one word. Maybe search for the
Fuzz Talk.
podcast for you exclusive podcast listeners.
Fuzzy-
This amazing another
Fuzzy-
Disney podcast.
Fuzzy Pub Talk.
Fuzzy Pub Talk.
Pubby
I
Fuzz-
should brand it that.
Pubby Fuzz Talk.
I'm so uncomfortable. We're going downhill.
We missed you last week, Dave. We did good.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
we missed you though, definitely. So
It's good to be missed.
I got nothing to say. We missed that. So
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I miss Dave's. To make a long story short, 14 minutes later.
That's right. We're coming up on I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary of this show.
Ooh,
Can you believe it's been going that long?
That's
can't
crazy.
believe it.
I've never done anything 3 years of my life.
It's awesome. I love this show.
The show's great.
It's a lot of fun. So thank you.
I like
guys
the
for
people.
listening.
The people are great. It's good to see your faces every 1 or 7 weeks.
I'm in it, man. I'm not going anywhere till January.
There you
Except
go.
for next weekend, we're going camping.
Nice.
All right, kids.
Thanks, team.
Thanks, team.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back, Dave.
Welcome back, Dave.
Good to be home in the US of A.
Sign us out, my friend.
Until next time. Bicycle.
Peace.
Bow, 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 bow.